Capricorn Daily Horoscope for August 9, 2022. Daily Horoscope. The presence of a planet like Pluto in the first house will allow you to carry out alchemical work on a personal level, which will involve profound transformations on a very internal level, which will be very evident to others. The way of expressing yourself can be very confusing with the presence of Neptune in the area of communication. It will be as if you will communicate from the nebulosity of ideas, which can lead you to certain confusions with other people. Try to be clear as much as possible to avoid such misunderstandings. The Sun in the 7th house favors a love relationship with a prestigious or powerful person, who will contribute positively to your life and who could determine your social projection. The Sun in the 8th house will endow you with a very special ability to perceive what others are not capable of perceiving, the reality of things, because they only focus on the surface. You, on the other hand, have the ability to see deep down, because you see in the dark. You may not like all the attitudes and opinions of some of your loved ones. So don't be so intolerant and know how to admit that you are not necessarily the holder of all the good rules and customs, and that you don't have the infused science. Enough moral lessons. You are perfect, at least you think so, and know how to tolerate the imperfections of others too. You may find yourself embroiled in a heated argument with someone who has the exact opposite opinion of yours on the situation. You both have compelling evidence and facts to support your views. But you didn't expect some of his arguments. No doubt you have simply omitted details that are important. Know how to recognize your wrongs and be a good loser. You can't always be right. The richness of a life does not come from the quantity of its circle of friends, but rather from its quality. Indeed, during times that are difficult to manage independently, your irreducible will give their time to help you cope with the upheavals of this negative period. As you go up the slope, always keep in mind the names of those who provided you with the necessary equipment, patience, gentleness, empathy. In turn, do not hesitate for a second to return the favor to them if necessary. Daily Tarot Reading. Your mind is overflowing with thoughts and desires, but you are about to enter a period in your life that will be fraught with setbacks, obstacles and instability. Things will not go as desired. You will often find yourself wishing you could magically change everything in your life, but your inability to set a schedule and stick to it, combined with your indecisiveness, lack of courage, and unrealistic view of things, will prevent you from accomplishing your goals. You will often tend to hide, or even hide from, the truth, and your unwillingness to face unpleasant situations head-on will cause your problems to accumulate and spiral out of control. Daily Career Tarot. Your inability to control your impulsiveness is causing you to make career-related decisions without having thought things through. The Temperance card reversed indicates that you currently have a tendency to intemperance. You are prone to acting without considering the consequences of your actions and to doing things you will later regret. Keep in mind that this is a transitional period in your life, and it is testing you. You will have to give up your bad habits and to exercise self-control in order to be able to make a new start. Health. It is very important that you take care of the relationships in your life, those that you establish with yourself, with your friends, family or partner, since the ruler of the house of health is in the house of relationships. So any conflict in the area of ties could cause you great concern to the degree of having some affectation at the level of health. It is important to prevent such a possibility. Take advantage of this wonderful day to do outdoor activities. You could go for a walk in a park or, depending on where you live, go for a run on the beach or along a river. You need to recharge your batteries by immersing yourself in a natural environment. Take your bike or put on your walking shoes and set off to conquer a mountain. Nothing like a breath of fresh air to quickly forget your worries. You will feel in great shape today and will want to put this dynamism at the service of those around you. You will be overflowing with enthusiasm and will have 1,000 projects for you and your loved ones. Be careful not to tire them unnecessarily and give them breaks if they show the need. Do not hesitate to use this burst of energy to try to finish some work that you started a while ago but that you left aside for too long. Work. Intellectual thought will be very present in your work environment, thanks to the energy of Gemini in the house of work. On the other hand, the energy of the ruling planet of the 6th house in the house of Libra will exalt good manners, generosity and the need for justice in the work environment. It is a day made to help those in need. There is someone in your workplace who is having a hard time. It's okay to respect other people's privacy, but you have the right to be involved too. Your understanding nature and your warm touch could go straight to his heart. Have lunch with them and let them express their concerns. A friendly chat will do you both good. Money and luck. Saturn in the 2nd house can restrict your earnings, and the positive results in the financial area will be in direct proportion to your level of work, because to that extent you will be rewarded by the great master of karma, Saturn. A very earthly day for you. Understand by this term that today you may feel very focused on the concrete plan of things, and truth be told, in this time of redefining shooting, today you start to find some solutions. You see, wisdom always ends up paying. Are my consumption habits in line with my income? This is the question that will plague many natives today regarding their personal finances. If the answer is no, you will obviously have to take the necessary conclusions and modify your way of life to balance your money outflows and inflows. If the answer is yes, you are on the right track to reach a beautiful and long phase of financial cruising. In both cases, an assessment of your situation will be welcome. Love. On a love level, unexpected situations could arise between you and your partner. Since Uranus is in the 5th house, it is important that they flow in the face of such peculiar situations, otherwise they could block you, to the point of affecting the bond. The astral configuration of the day is favorable to changes in your emotional and professional relationships. You may decide once and for all to change your behavior, especially with regard to your love life. But there is still a long way between intentions and actions. However, don't get discouraged too quickly. Your partner does not give the impression of being interested in what you are doing. Are you tired of his little MMH, which shows that he is only listening to you with one ear? If you wake up with the distinct impression that he is trampling on your sensitivity, don't tell yourself that you are expecting too much. That is absolutely not normal. Point it out, kindly at first, maybe it's just a passing thoughtlessness. But don't forget what you are worth. Today is a promising day for love. You can expect interesting surprises like gifts, flowers, or even a surprise visit from your partner today when you least expect it. Today aims to be special and needs you and your partner to help in this case. You and your partner have been through a lot and have always stood faithfully by each other all this time. Through this, you have formed an extremely strong bond. Today will be a day of reminiscence where all these incidents will come back to you. The past can teach us a lot of lessons which will be a guiding mark for the future. You two love each other. The love you two have resonates throughout the day to make everything look and feel beautiful. After all, you two are meant to be and have a long fruitful journey ahead of you. Therefore, this day calls for celebration out of respect for your bond. You two will miss each other the whole day. There will be a lot of phone calls exchanged today as both of you want to say so much to each other. You two will have a lot of emotions flowing through each other and will be dumbfounded. Therefore, it is a good idea to spend the time indoors and with each other, doing all the activities you wish to participate in together. Try to stay away from sharp objects and cool elements. Lucky colors: raspberry red, honey yellow. Lucky numbers: 1, 13, 26, 33, 40. Love Tarot card. Today's Love Tarot card is the Death card. Although many people react with fear to this card, it rarely presages literal physical death. In tarot terms, death is the necessary first step to transformation. You or your partner ends the relationship. The breakup opens the door to you finding new love. It can also mean the end of one phase of your relationship as your partnership undergoes a major transformation. If one of you has always been the breadwinner supporting the household, you now switch roles. The Death card sometimes means the death of some illusion. If one person in a couple idealized the other, A more realistic image replaces those rose-colored glasses. Or friends who played a major role in your life could move across the country. The Death card sometimes means it is time to shed some bad habits which could hurt the relationship. This card's message is to accept change gracefully,